Hi, welcome to the Crafts channel. My name's Corinne Brad and I want to show you some block printing today. Now by block printing I don't mean those intricately carved Indian wooden blocks that you see. I mean your kids' building blocks, which you can pick up from a car boot sale, charity shop. You've probably got some in the loft, and you can create some great prints like this, almost a nautical print here, looks like sails. And then with the addition of string you can get some really nice effects, like a herringbone effect. There's an ombre effect there, quite a nice basket weave, and very, very simple. So, simplicity is key, that's what we always like. Put yourself a bit of clean paper on your work surface so you protect it, and we use 100% cotton. And then what I've done is I've got some funky foam on a plain tile, because this is going to be my palette for my paint. I'm not going to use ink, I'm going to use paint. And I'll just show you, let me show you in a nice bright green. And the reason I use funky foam is because it's got a slightly forgiving surface. So you can use another piece of funky foam just to spread this really thinly over the surface, like that. And then you can take your kid's block, and what I have done, I've just slightly sanded some of this varnish off of here. If you print it on there, you've got a nice flat surface, and it means that you're not getting all that paint going up around the edges of it. And then you can just print like this. Go along like this. Let's just put a little bit more paint on there. I'm being very sparing because I actually want to add some more colours to this, and as I don't have a big A4 size sheet of funky foam, I need to watch what I'm doing. So you've got your lime green there, and then you can add an additional colour. I'll use a different piece of this again just to smooth it down. So you've got a nice flat layer of ink. Let's just dump that out on there just to get rid of the excess. And turn the block the other way so you can then fill in the empty triangle spaces. And what's nice, with it being a wooden block, you do get that effect that you've not got a solid print. You do get that almost like a sort of marbly effect where you've lifted it off and the paint has formed into these creases. So that's what you can do with just one plain block. What you can also do is, if you get yourself some cotton twine and a bit of washi tape, and then take half an hour to find the end of the washi tape. No, there it is. Again, another wooden block. Tape your cotton twine to the block. Oh, before I do that, I'm just going to tear myself another bit, because what happens is I end up doing this and then I don't have enough hands to make my washi tape. And just wrap it around the block. You don't have to worry too much about the spacing of these lines, but what you do want to try and avoid is you want to try and avoid the overlap. You want to make sure that it's only like you don't cross over any of the pieces of twine. Secure it again on the back. Trim the end off. And then what you've got is a block print that's lots of different lines. And you can build up, say, this basket weave pattern. And the great thing about these kids' blocks is because they're square, I'll put too much paint on that one, because they're square you can judge by eye how to get your pattern so it repeats really well, so that you're not sort of going off on a curve. You can get these nice straight lines that you would normally get with professionally printed patterns. I'm just going to show you, and this is why you keep a piece of paper underneath it, because the acrylic paint will go through your cotton. I just want to show you this one. This again is another block, and what I've done is I've done double lines of twine, and they just wrap round, but so they create a zigzag. And what I want to try and do is show you the ombre effect. Oh, there's a little bit too much paint on there, but hey, never mind. Let's just get a clean bit of cloth. So you've got two paint colours on there. You've got your bright green and your turquoise. So if you slather that like that, and you slather that like that, and then you slowly merge the two to the middle, a bit like a Skinner blend that you would have in polymer clay. And then put your block on it. Let's just flip that bit of paper over so you can see exactly what it looks like. Oh. And then print. And you've got that ombre. These are really sort of tropical rainforest colours. And again with this block, I mean, you can do like a herringbone design, because this block is about 3 centimetres by 9 centimetres. Oh, misplaced that one slightly because I'm doing it in a hurry. And the trick with the ombre is just to remember which way round your stamping block is. Quite a nice little effect. And with acrylic paint, because it dries solid, sometimes you'll get quite a stiff effect on your fabric. What I'd recommend you do is once it's dry, is give it a good rinse out, because what that will do is that will get rid of any excess stiffness, so you can still use this for furnishing fabric. Another thing you can do is, if I just wipe my hands a minute before I pick it up, if you rinse your paint out, you can see on this one, I've got too much paint there. You've got it, it's a bit blotchy. It doesn't look great. This is what happened with this one that I did earlier, and this is why I've deliberately done this blotchy, is I let this dry for about 5 minutes and then I rinsed it out. So all the heaviness there hadn't dried properly. But what happens is the paint then comes out and you've got almost that watercolour effect that's been so popular on cards recently. So you've got a block print, but you've also got that hazing effect on it as well. So you can play around with it. I mean, I would imagine if you stamped onto damp fabric, the colours would bleed. You can get those lovely sort of unicorny backgrounds in pinks and blues that people are so keen on. But all you need is some wooden building blocks and some twine and some acrylic paint. So I hope you enjoy it. I hope you like the other designs that we've done, like the herringbones and the nautical design. And let us know what you think. Let us know how you get on when you do your own designs. And just get printing. See you next time. If you've been inspired to create, please share your makes with us in the comments section below. And if you've enjoyed videos by the Crafts channel, hit the like button. Want to see more of us? Then click subscribe. See you next time.